careful. There's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your bands.
This is Raven's territory. Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass. Send him a message. That's right, you belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight!
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Shatterdice Plays Metal Gear Solid the board game. And today we are continuing the Shadow Moses campaign. This week we are doing another boss stage and fighting the tank. So, as you may remember from the Ocelot boss stage, bosses have their own deck of cards for how they behave. So we'll shuffle the tank deck, and then that will no longer be shuffled for the rest of the game. Now, fighting the tank, we get our first unique action card, which is grenades. So we don't need to take grenades as an item, which is a good job because we haven't got any yet. We actually get it as a standard action for this. And it will tell us here how we throw a grenade, which is a very interesting way that they do it. I think it's really clever for a system that doesn't use diagonals. So we roll 2 black dice, we place a grenade. Well, I'll just read it out. So roll 2 black dice, place 1 grenade from this card spaces away from your figure in one direction equal to one of the results. Then move it in any other direction spaces away equal to the other results. Deal 1 damage to each figure within 1 space. If the grenade is in a tank space, deal damage to it according to the boss dashboard. So what you will notice is underneath this little tiny 15mm tank, this is the token that comes with the game. So it takes up a 3x3 space on the board, and where that grenade lands on this board dictates different amounts of damage. So if you look at the tank card, we can see hitting it in the tracks will do it 2 points of damage, and hitting it right in the centre will blow up one of the tank operators inside and do 3 damage. So if we deal damage in one of these spaces that have the star on them, then this basically tells us we reveal the top card of the boss deck, and that will inflict bonus damage. So just quickly back to the grenades. Because we only have 2 of them on us at a time, we also have an action if we are near a grenade crate, which is any of these green ammo crates printed on the board. We can refill this card. So we are going to get right into it and see if we can defeat this tank. So the first thing we're going to do is use Snake's free sneak action. Using this focus token to sneak 1 space here, and hopefully give us a better chance of getting a good attack on the tank. So with our first action, we're going to throw one of our grenades, and we roll a 4 and a 1. So we take our grenade token, and we're going to count forwards 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have to move it to the left or right. So unfortunately, we can only place it here. Now we could add 2 to the results, but it would just put it on the other side. So we could risk re-rolling this die. So I think that's what we're going to do actually. We're going to use our focus token to reroll this die. Okay, and this time we get a 5. Which is really unfortunate because we're now going to have to use our -2 focus token as well. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're -2, so it's only going to move 3. So it'll go 1, 2, 3. So it's just the same on the other side, unfortunately. But that deals it 1 damage, and it does deal bonus damage to the tank. So we draw the top tank card, and it tells us, oh nice, our bonus damage is +2. So that's a total of 3 damage on the tank, and it has 20 health. So that is our first action and our first grenade thrown. So we're just going to go for a natural throw this time, and throw our second grenade. Ugh, 4 and 5. Ugh, that's not good. I think that's going to miss. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and place our second grenade token here, and then it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that'll miss. So we still have 2 actions left though. So what we will do is we are going to dash to here, and then we're going to refresh our free sneak action token, and then it's the tank's turn. So we draw our tank card. Okay, so the tank, the first thing it does is it moves. So I'm going to hold the card like this because we have to imagine we're looking up towards the tank. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then it'll try to move this way, but it can't, so it bounces off and it moves in the opposite direction, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3. And then it attacks the farthest player sharing a column with the tank, and move them 3 spaces away from the tank. If unable to do so, move as many spaces as possible and deal +1 damage. Thankfully, move to the left, so it doesn't hit us with its damage. And then it is back to Snake's turn. So Snake is going to use that free sneak action that he refreshed to move to there, and then he's going to use 1 action to refill his grenades, and then he has 3 actions left. So he's going to, well, he's going to dash once, and then he is going to use an action to plant a claymore mine here, and then he's going to dash 2 this way. So we resolve the tank. So the tank moves. So if we do it this way, it goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Puts itself right in the back corner. And it doesn't attack. So we are back to Snake. And we're in a pretty safe position from the tank right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend 2 actions to refresh his reroll focus token, and 1 to refresh his -2, and that's all we're going to do. So we now see what the tank does. Okay, so it's going to move 3 that way. It's going to go bounce off 1, 2, 3. Then it's going to try and move backwards, but it's going to bounce again and go 1, 2, 3, and then it will move 1, 2, 3. And then attack the farthest player sharing a column with it. So fortunately, Snake is far away from it. So on Snake's turn this time, he's going to dash. He's going to dash again. He's going to plant his second claymore, and he's going to plant it here. And then he is going to dash back to here. So we draw another tank card, and we will see it is going to bounce off and go 1, 2, 3, and then it's going to move 9 forwards, which means it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and as soon as it touches the claymore, it detonates that Claymore. So he's dealt 2 damage. Now if we look at the Claymore mine, it does say deal 2 damage to each figure within 2 spaces in line of sight. I'm assuming it counts as 1 figure, not 9. So it takes 2 damage, which puts it on 5 damage. Now how far did we move it? We moved it 3? It was there, wasn't it? So we went 1, 2, 3, 4 I think. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then unfortunately for us, it attacks all players that share a row with the tank, which Snake does. And the tank, as you might expect, rolls 2 dice. So fortunately it only hits with 1, and Snake takes 1 damage. And then it is Snake's turn again. So what we're going to do is we're going to dash to here, and then we are going to try throwing one of our grenades. So we get a 4 and a 1. So that's not bad actually, because we can use our +2 to turn that 1 into a 3, and we can go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So unfortunately, it's only enough to hit it on the back. We could try the reroll again, but I want to save that. So we see if we do any bonus damage. +0. That's unfortunate. So it only does 1 damage to the tank. So we've dashed, we've thrown a grenade. We're going to spend our 3rd action to refresh our +2 token. And then we're going to throw our 2nd grenade. And this time we get a 6 and a 2, which might not be very good. So it goes 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. So we're going to have to use our -2 token to turn that into a 4. So it lands on the back again, the exact same spot. So it does 1 damage, and then we draw to see what bonus damage we do, which is +2. So we do a total of 3 damage to the tank, and it's now taken 9 damage. And that is our turn done. So now, we see what the tank's going to do. So we're back round to this card. So it goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, it doesn't attack Snake. So on Snake's turn, he's going to dash to here. He is going to use an action to refresh his grenades, and then he's going to use 2 actions, 1 to refresh his -2 focus token, and 1 to refresh his free sneak action. And then the tank moves 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And it doesn't run him over, and it doesn't attack. So Snake is going to dash forward, and he's going to throw one of his grenades. So we get a 3 and a 6. So that first grenade goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it gets the back corner of the tank here. Which is 2 damage, but it doesn't deal any bonus damage. So that puts the tank onto 11 damage. So it's over halfway. Okay, this time we're going to use our free sneak action to move to here. And then we will So 5 and a 3. So we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's actually a perfect hit right in the centre of the tank. Which does 3 damage, and it does bonus damage of +1. So we do 4 damage to the tank, putting it on 15 damage. And then we have 1 action remaining, which we are going to use to dash backwards towards this grenade box. And then the tank activates, and this time it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Unfortunately, this time we are not in a column with the tank, or a row with the tank, should I say. So it's then Snake's turn. So Snake will sneak to here. He's going to refill his grenades. So that's 2 actions. And then he's going to dash. I can't remember what that last card was. Hopefully it's not one that runs him over. And then with his 4th action, he's going to throw one of his grenades. So 6 and a 4. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's a really good throw actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to use our -2 focus token to change that into a 4 as well. And then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would land on the other side. I think we are going to risk a re-roll. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's only a 1. But we have our +2 token, so we can go 1, 2, 3, and actually, that was exactly what we needed. So we use our +2 focus token, and it gets it right in the centre again. So it does 3 damage, and how much bonus damage? It's the last card, so it's +0. But that puts the tank onto 18 damage. So it's only got 2 health left. So we've actually done a pretty good job of taking down this tank. But our grenades are once again empty. So we refresh the tank deck. And this time it goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. So it ends up right there, which is quite lucky for us. And now we're going to try and take it out. So Snake will dash to here, refill his grenades. So it's 2 actions, 3 to dash forward, and then we're going to try to get it with one of these grenades. So we've got a 4 and a 4. Oh, I should have refreshed his... No, I didn't have the actions to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So unfortunately, that's a miss. Boom. And then we will draw a tank card. So the tank is going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's repeating that movement. So unfortunately this Claymore was badly placed. I should have waited and seen where it went through his deck a bit more. So Snake has 1 grenade left. So he's going to dash forward. 1, 2. And then he'll dash again. So we're hoping on a good roll here. I'll need to do 2 damage. Oh, that's not good. But it might not be too bad. So if we move the grenade 2 to the side, 2, and then we use our +2 focus token to turn that into a 3. We can go 1, 2, 3. We could also hit it here, because we could go 1, 2, 3. But I did declare we were doing it that way first, so I'm going to go for the centre space of the tank. So that only does 1 damage, but it does do bonus damage. So as long as this isn't a +0, oh, it's a +3, so it does 4 damage altogether, which is enough to blow up that tank.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. You got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so. But I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always.
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
And as Snake runs off towards the nuke building, Vulcan Raven pops out of the hatch. So when we complete that stage, we unlock equipment card number 7. So in our equipment deck, we have number 7, which is some grenades. And that is the end of that stage, and Snake did a really good job there, actually. Better than I thought he would. He only took 1 damage. So Snake will then radio Mei Ling to save his progress, and that is another stage cleared.
What can I do for you, Snake?